Hi guys, my name is Rachel and I am the founder of Ballsy Creations. We are a custom design company and we are located in St. Louis, Missouri. And I was asked if there was anybody out there that could share some tips and tricks for tumblers. So I figured I would go ahead and go through the process of what we go through to get ready to do our tumblers, the different types of tumblers that we actually do, and how we do some of the different things that we do when we are creating our tumblers. So stay tuned, and we are going to share some of these tips with y'all. Hi guys. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get started. I am going to start with the process of kind of what I do to work on our tumblers. Normally, I start with my design and my Cricut design space. If anyone's interested, I can go ahead and do that the next time I'm working on a custom design. Like I said, I do a lot of custom design work. I'm not your cookie cutter. Let me do this and put it on there. I do my own designs. I mix my own colors. When I paint with acrylic, I make pencil cups and I actually hand paint those. So I do make my own color. I don't just use the color that comes out of the bottle. I make my own glitters. So everything that I do, I try to do for my clients. I try to make my own designs as well. So right now, what I'm working on is a custom design. It was someone that asked for a Kansas City Chiefs cup. So it started off as their cup. It was a neon green cup, and he takes it to work with him. And he just wanted to kind of have a Kansas City Chiefs cup out of it, and he really likes this specific cup. So this is something that I don't mind doing for my clients. If it's something that they enjoy and they like to use, I would love for them to be able to use what they already have. And so, yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and show you what I would normally do. I start with just your regular tumbler. To me, it doesn't really matter. I have bought them colored. I have bought them stainless. It doesn't matter to me because I'm going to color it anyways. So I always start with isopropyl, rubbing alcohol, whatever you want to call it. And I put it in a little spritz bottle. Got it at the dollar store in a travel pack. And you just clean it and wipe it off. You want your surface to be very clean, and you're going to make sure that there's no stickers or anything like that on your surface. And once you have everything cleaned off on your tumbler, you can go ahead and spray paint it or paint it with acrylic. Normally, even if I'm going to paint with acrylic, I do spray paint a white. Use a primer typically first. Sometimes we use a white and primer mix already in the spray paint. We use a Rust-Oleum. We also do hydro dipping. So we use Rust-Oleum because it is an oil base. So that way we can use it for hydro dipping as well. So your cup is going to start like this. Normally I take it to a white, and then whatever my base color is going to be, I'll take it to that. So for instance, like these cups that I'm working on, it is a pink, like a baby pink color. So I made it white first, and then put the baby pink on top. I will show you kind of what I'm working on with this cup that I will be doing multiple parts of. So this is where I'm at. The cup, again, the cup was a neon green, and I sprayed it white. And obviously I cleaned it real good first, but I sprayed it white and then sprayed it red. So it is the Kansas City Chiefs color red. I didn't necessarily have to do that for what I'm going to be doing. However, I sprayed the whole cup and realized that the logos that were on the cup may wind up showing through. So I improvised like I always do. And I made my own Kansas City Chiefs glitter. As you can see, like I said, I tend to make everything myself. So I mixed my own glitter, and I put Mod Podge down, and then I applied the glitter, sprinkled the glitter onto it. I did lay a piece of parchment paper down, and I do recommend to do that anytime that you're working with glitter. That way you can easily pick up the paper and dump it back into the container. So after I got it nice and coated, I put all the glitter that fell off and I shook off and banged off back into the container, and then put a new piece of, and then put the parchment paper back down, and then took another piece of parchment paper and kind of just tapped the glitter flat. I like to do that so that after the first layer of epoxy, I don't feel like I have to use any sandpaper to help smooth any glitter that might have stuck up. I do make cups where I do allow the glitter to stick up. It just depends on what I want the actual glitter to look like on the cup. I'm going for a lighter glitter here because it is for a guy. Most of it is going to be covered up, as you guys will see. So that is where I'm at with this cup right now. And I will bring you back when I get to the next part of making the cup. So I wanted to make sure that I talked to you guys about a couple things. I do tape off my cups sometimes. I say sometimes because some cups need to be taped off and some don't, in my opinion. It just depends on the design that I'm putting onto the cup. This one I did not tape off. However, I have other cups that I have taped off. Don't mind this. This is one of my tester cups. So I taped off the bottom of the cup. I use just a regular black electrical tape. I find that it works best for what I'm trying to do. It's easier to pull off than like your painter's tape. So I do like to put that on. It's not necessary, however. So I don't do it with every cup. It just depends on the design that I put onto my cups. Also, I put the lids when I'm not taping off, or when I am taping off, either way, into little shopping bags. I just keep all my shopping bags and put the lid in and make it as flat as I can and twist it up and put the extra in and make it nice and tight in there. It's just something that I have found to also make it where I can hold it by using the lid. I have done a little bit more on the cup that I was working on, and I just wanted to keep everybody updated. So right now, it looks kind of silly just because I'm not trying to waste a level of epoxy just yet. So right now, I have the cup and my vinyl adhered to the glitter. I put a little extra glue on the backing just so that I would have a nice stick. Sometimes I like to take the cups once I put glitter on them and use a clear acrylic spray. I don't recommend a poly spray. It will turn your items yellow. So your items, instead of being just whites like inside the cup, will be more of a yellow. So, of course, I test everything, all my methods before I actually sell or distribute anything. So this is a method that I don't use. It's a poly. I try not to use the poly on anything if I don't have to. That was probably one of the last things that I used it on just because we were noticing so much yellowing with it. So I use a clear acrylic spray. Again, it just kind of gets the glitter a nice little coat. That way, when you do go to put the epoxy on, your glitter isn't moving everywhere. So if you're going to do like a multicolor glittered cup, it will make it so that you can do the cup and the glitter is not moving all around. So this is, we put the glitter on, put some epoxy spray or acrylic spray over it, so that way it wasn't moving around too much on us. So yeah, I just wanted to update everybody where we were at with the cup. Right now we're just getting the logo to stay down. Looks a little silly, but I just want to make sure that it is good and nice and down before we move on to the epoxy coat.